20 types of clams you've probably never seen before. Did you know? MIT researchers have built a metal clone of the Atlantic razor clam, which imitates its technique of digging in the sand. Clam is a term given to the species of bivalve mollusks. They're called bivalves since the animal is protected by two shells. There are over thousands of species of clams, and identifying them can be daunting too. Some of these clams are palatable and enjoyed worldwide. They inhabit both the seas and fresh water. Some of them even travel over distances through the flow of water, shipments, etc. Their reproduction usually occurs by expelling sperm and eggs in the water. Digging of clams is undertaken as a recreational or sport activity in some areas. The edible ones can be steamed, grilled, fried, or enjoyed as soups and chowders. Whatever the case may be, this is a wonderful dish with high nutritional content. Of course, people with certain medical conditions should avoid the intake of clams. Nutritional information as per the United States Department of Agricultural Research Service, the nutritional content of mollusks, clams, mixed species, cooked, moist heat is 3 ounce, 85 gm of steamed clams has around 57 mg of cholesterol, 2.39 mg of iron, 78 mg of calcium, and 84.06 g of vitamin B12. Common types of clams: razor clam, Atlantic jackknife clam. Razor clams are highly sensitive to vibrations. Scientific name: Incis directus. Their resemblance to a razor or a jackknife justifies the name. It is a very fast burrower and is found on the Atlantic coast from South Carolina to Canada. Its ability to expel water and propel itself through the water is through the rapid opening and closing of its shell. It is protected from erosion by a greenish-yellow periostracum. Northern quahog hard clam. Scientific name: Mercenaria mercenaria, also known as quahog clam, kerrystone clam, littleneck clam, topneck clam. Kerrystones are mid-size hard clams in the size of around 3 inches, whereas littleneck clams span around 1 to 2 inches. Hard clams typically have large rings on their surface. They are usually found in the eastern coast of the United States and Gulf of Mexico and prefer saline waters. Littlenecks, quahogs, kerrystones, etc. are types of hard shell clams. Soft shells have shells that are brittle and thin, and the flesh is easy to cook. Their shells do not close completely, hence, they have a shorter life than hard shell clams. Quahogs, kerrystones, Manila Japanese littleneck clam. Scientific name: Mea arenaria. Before cooking, it is recommended to keep them in salt water for a few days so that the sand is expulsed from the digestive tract. Since they can also be steamed, they are also known as steamers. Their shells are whitish and very thin and brittle. Since their siphons are fused together, they have a long neck. Cockles. Scientific name: Cardidae ostrovanus stutchbury. These clams can be easily identified if they have prominent ribs. They are cockles. They are bivalve mollusks and resemble a heart. They are very tiny, even smaller than littlenecks, but worth the taste. Of course, cooking might become a time-consuming and daunting affair due to the small size. Geoduck clam. Scientific name: Penpia generosa. They possess a very long siphon that looks akin to an elephant's trunk. Though its look is slightly bizarre, this is one of those creatures who have long lives. These can be eaten raw or cooked too. The habitat ranges from Alaska to Baja California. Giant clam. Scientific name: Tridecna gigas. Listed as a vulnerable species thanks to their overharvesting by humans. This clam is sessile and stays at the same place for its entire life. It comes in a brilliant combination of hues such as pink, blue, green, brown, yellow, etc. that make it visually beautiful. An interesting fact of this clam is that no two giant clams can have the same coloration. They thrive with algae, providing them with an abode to live in exchange of the sugars and proteins produced by the algae. Its weight can be more than 200 kg. They're usually found in the warm waters of the Indian and Pacific Ocean. Sunray Venus clam, scientific name Macrocalista nimbosa, in the United States. It is native to Florida and a recent entrant in the market. They're sweet in taste and have a shinier appearance than other clams, with a unique radiating sunburst appearance. Atlantic surf clams, hen clams, surf clams, are rich in selenium and niacin. Scientific name Spizola solidissima. The United States is a big commercial market for harvesting of Atlantic surf clams. Since their cores, they're sold in the processed form only. They're used in making frozen, breaded clam strips. Smooth clam fasolery. The shiny surface of smooth clams, scientific name Callista chione. Its glaring feature is its glossy surface. Its color is creamy white with tinges of brown and is majorly found in the Mediterranean Sea. They feed by filtering food from water. Ocean quahogs, black clam, scientific name Arctica islandica. Ocean quahogs have to be at least 20 years of age to be of commercially harvestable size. They usually burrow themselves in deep waters, hiding beneath the sand, making it difficult for predators to prey on them. The smaller ocean clams are popularly known as mahogany clams. Ocean quahogs are around 2.8 to 4.3 inches in size. Horse clam, scientific name Trasus capax and Rhesus nuttulli. These are considered sport clams in Oregon. Owing to the tough skin, it is often ignored by diggers, though they are edible. This clam is less hunted due to the lesser meat content. Butter clam, scientific name Saxidamus giganti. This clam prefers salinity and is mostly used for making chowders. However, they are prone to paralytic shellfish poisoning (PSP), hence, one must be sure before harvesting or consuming them. They usually find their habitats in the lower intertidal and shallow subtidal zone and are found from Alaska to California. Makoma clam, scientific name Makoma nasuta and Makoma bruta. They're triangular in shape and their siphons are separate. Owing to the shape, these are also known as the bent nose clam since their valves are bent to the right. Asian clam, scientific name Corbicula fluminea. As the name suggests, this clam is found in eastern and southern Asia. Its color is yellowish brown and can they spread easily even by human transport. They can reproduce up to 1 lakh clams every year. Peppery furrow shell, scientific name Scrobicularia plana. The identification of a peppery furrow shell is its star-shaped markings made by its inhalant siphon. It is mostly found in European sea coasts. Grooved carpet shell, scientific name Ruditaps dixatus. It is mainly produced in European nations such as France, Spain, and Italy. With a broad oval shape, it is usually of cream or brown color. However, it has markings of dark color. Pacific razor clam, scientific name Silica patula. The peculiarity is its oblong shell, whose length may extend more than 7 inches. Its meat resembles a razor. Many enjoy razor digging as a family sport. However, it is subject to rules and regulations. It is a meaty clam that has been savored a lot, finding its way in soups and chowders. Its life expectancy may differ as per different areas. Purple varnish clam, scientific name Nuttalia obscurata. Its unique feature is the varnish texture with the insides in purple color. Originally, it was native to Japan. However, it is now harvested in the United States too. Also known as the dark mahogany clam, it is considered as an invasive species in certain areas. Arc clam, scientific name Arcidae. Arc clams belong to the family of Arcidae, consisting of many species. Their surface is ribbed and they are squarish in shape. They have a thick layer of periostracum on their shells. Some of these clams are facing threats due to overharvesting. Of course, if we want future generations to know about clams, it is necessary that we follow the requisite harvesting guidelines of the authorities. Also, be careful with the cleaning and storing of clams before consuming them. Needless to say, take enough precautions before consuming clams, since some of them might be prone to poisoning due to toxic elements and contamination.